Hello everyone, this is Azur and this is part 3 of going for 2 pointers, and today I'm going to solve the same task, 1400 rated task in God of Forces. Mainly it is books. Today I will try my best for explaining to this task. Yesterday I have solved it, and mainly I'm going to show you everything that I did. Mainly it's 2 pointers, and I really advise you to solve this task. And here we go. Mainly the task is 279 B. It's books, and it is 1400 rated. We could do 2 pointers. Because of 2 pointers, we could do something similar to binary search. This is full implementation. Mainly it is just not simple 2 pointers, and implementation is really needful there. And brute force, but mainly I'm a big fan of saving my time limit, and because of I want to brute force. So let's get started. Mainly I was solving this for 97, already going for 2 days. Yeah, this is full 2 days, and also no even there. Yeah, this I've solving this task for 2 days. This is something incredible. So this task says when Valeria has got some free time, he goes to the library to read some books. Today he's got 3 minutes to read. That's why Valeria took in books in your library, and for each book he estimates the time he is going to need to read it. Let's number the books by integers from 1 to n. Valeria needs y minutes to read the ith book. Valeria decided to choose an arbitrary. Holy crap! I'm sorry. Yeah, Valeria decided to choose an arbitrary book with number y and read the books one by one, starting from book. In other words, he will first read book number y, then book number y plus 1, and then y plus 2, and so on. He continues the process until he either runs out of the free time or finishes reading the nth book. Valera reads each book up to the end. That is, he doesn't start reading the book if he doesn't have enough free time to finish reading it. Print the maximum number of books Valera can read. Okay, let's solve this. Merge conflict. Okay. This is n. How many books? How many time we need to read these books? This is AE and free time. So okay, mainly let's try. The maximum number I could read is 1 to 1, so it's 3. And mainly it doesn't go overall. And mainly we couldn't do greedy algorithm like if we sorted 1, 1, 2, 3, because we need to start from book Y and going so on. And because of we need to use the original array. So okay, let's try something another one. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. For example, 3, I could read this book, or this book, or this book. So I get 1, for example, and these all examples and how it works. Mainly, as you notice, this is something to similar sliding window. Like the idea is, I think so. We remember the previous video, and also the first video about 2 pointers. There, I went to this idea that we need to go like this. If there's overall, I delete previous one and I go like this, and this is the same. And its name, mainly its idea, is to find the sum. To make the sum would be more original. To make the sum that is less than k to make to find the maximum of sum, that is, yeah, to find the maximum number of yeah, that sum is less than or equal to the k. Now to find, mainly like this, to find the maximum number, what the hell? Yeah, to find the max count of elements that sum is less than or equal to k. Here's the idea of our task. Mainly this conjunction, this all could be changed as to find the max count of elements that sum is less than or equal to k. Logically it is, but mainly we need to get max count, and cause of two pointers would be rare, not just y is at left side and j at right one. So that's going to be, and this is, and the technique looks like sliding window, but mainly this is two pointers. We go from there, y and j, and continuing so on. And if sum is already went out of k, mainly every time I move y by for loop, I move, and every time I calculate their sum. And j is at the start, mainly j at the left, and y is going to the right. The boss is going to right, but mainly j needs moment, and this moment if sum is greater than k, and then I'm going to do sum minus ag and j plus plus, like go to the next next element. Okay, and its implementation looks like this. I'm not the favor of writing its code again. Okay, here we go. I made this function. This function mainly finds the same I want, to find the maximum count of elements that sum is less than k. So I made template for each type, long, int, double, and I made size tj, mainly index sum, that's we are going to measure, and also max len. Mainly I forgot about this, maximum length that we need to get, also this variable. And I do y as an for loop and j as an while loop, and I like this is the same thing. Imagine that you find the sum of array, like this is pretty normal, and then if something goes wrong, and we just don't get randomly goes wrong. We get wrong if sum is greater than k, cause of from the we are going to subtract the previous data and move on for the next one. And how earlier I said j needs some moment, and here's the moment. I just subtract the old one, and then I just move for the right because this element is already gone. And the numlen, this is like type of delta. I think so lots of you know the delta. Like imaginally we have x2 and we have x1, and x2 is greater than x1. For example, x1 was 5 and x2 was 10, and you want to know how many, like how variable x1 changed, and mainly delta x is equal for x2 minus x1, that we get 10 minus 5, that makes x delta x equal to the 5. Yeah, and that's it. For example, the same like this. Holy crap. We have y2 and y1. y2, for example, equals for 17, and y1 is equal for 38, and delta y is equal for y2 minus y1, and then 38. Holy crap, I missed. I just wanted to prove 1738. Okay, I'm like type of this joke, but okay, it's not already joke. But also we could do by ABS. Oh yeah, we don't need is this. We don't need to make y2 greater than y1. Like, wait a minute. We also and we don't need to put some absolute value like imaginable. This is really going to be easy. y1 equals to 17, y2 equals for 38. Delta y is equal for y2 minus y1 equals to I swear to God. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 17 minus 38, and we get what? 19. Yep, here it is. Just simple, and mainly this is used in math, often in physics. I'm pretty done really. So yeah, and after subtracting, okay, and we got some problem, and each time we do y, even if it doesn't happen, we just go to the next stage. We find the lengths that we got, mainly, for example, j is there and y is there, so we couldn't go because of j is going to be there. This is new j, and then I just go, and this is already at third index, and this is at first index. Yeah, and I do 3 minus 1, I get 2, but mainly I need to include this one, because if I just do 2 plus 1 and we get 3, that's all. So this is type of delta function by plussing 1, and then we get max len. Max len is equals for maximum of itself, and len y itself, because it's possible that we also got the length that's greater than mainly we could get length that is less than max len, and because we need something like just the maximum one, and because we do this, and then I return max len. I just call this function and I return this. Yeah, here's how its code is looking like. It was really hard, and there I explained this task. It was going on for 30 minutes. It was really hard. Like, I was solving this task, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days type of this, and I'm really glad to solve this task. It's freaking implementation, and goodbye, see you later.